All right, camera's rolling now, sis. Clip it on how you want to, wherever you want to. I typically do this. So I don't typically do like any intros or anything for my videos. I literally get together with people and I talk. Hold on, let me verify something real quick. All right, cool. So for the sake of our gains and everything, I'm gonna set this one up for 15 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't go past that. I know, like I said, the flow of the conversation. My longest interview was 42 minutes, man. That shit was, but we lost track of time and all that. That was my fault. But you got to get your gains. I got to get mine. So I'm going to tell you, like, as humbly as I can, thank you so much for coming to my time is starting now. Thank you so much for allowing me to have the sit down with you. Thank you for allowing me to put this content out on my channel. It's from my YouTube page. Long story short, I'm just trying to, I don't know what I'm trying to do. I build, be a part of, but I want to put faces on like fitness influencers, coaches, powerlifters, bodybuilders, all that other stuff. And I kind of just want to kind of like give them a voice. Like, and I know it's not something you ask for, but it's just, you know, it's something that I want to do. So with that being said, can you introduce yourself and then we'll just go from there, sis.
Okay, so I'm Miranda. I am a powerlifter.
Hey, Miranda. No, let me stop.
A powerlifter who's only 5 feet, so I don't have far to come off the ground. Mm-hmm. And I am 29, mm-hmm. and I have one son. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing powerlifting for 3.5 years.
Say less. Yeah. What got you into fitness?
Originally, believe it or not, I did like not cross-country running, but long-distance running.
I believe it.
Right before COVID started, I liked the mental battle of that. But then COVID happened.
Say less.
And I got pregnant.
And
I ain't ran long distance.
One of those. Oh, no, fucking with you.
Yeah.
Say less. So it was originally running, and then you. So fitness as a whole, did it just start out like with just running, and then you just moved over to powerlifting after the fact, or?
Well, I actually got really sick.
Okay.
And I had to have a lot of surgeries, and I knew I had to get healthy in order to heal from them properly or faster. That was my main goal.
You chose powerlifting. I like it. But
yeah. Well, yeah, but no, that was after all of that. But initially, my long distance, that came into play because I was sick and I wanted to heal faster and stuff and just get healthier. And I lost a lot of weight.
Got you.
A lot of weight. That was really the main part. And then I had my son, and I was like, whew, gotta get fit again. And then I grew up in a powerlifting home.
Oh, really? So you chose cross country, but you trader. Now let me stop.
Yeah. My dad was like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, I grew up in powerlifting. My dad has titles and stuff, but it never was something that really interested me at that time. But I was also, like a teenager. And,
say less. So it was like, ugh.
Yeah, like, that's so manly. But now I guess I'm manly.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't say that, but I mean, my bad friend. I'll just say this and I'm gonna shut the hell up. But like, from what I see, you bench, squat, pull, and all that, like you eat for real. So, and that's commendable. And then too, like the energy that I see in the beginning, I was scared of it, but I had to. But no, that's me being honest. But it's like that same energy that I may have feared or whatever, or that I've come to respect or whatever. I've seen you take it to the platform. I've seen how you hold yourself accountable. I've seen how hard you can be on yourself, especially, we'll get into, please continue, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So like I said, I grew up in the powerlifting household, and then I started with the cross country, long distance stuff, moved over, COVID happened, and then I had to get healthy again because I had a son, and it was important for me to stay healthy, be able to get on the floor and play with him, throw a ball, just stuff like that. People take that for granted. That's a real sport, keeping up with a kid.
Oh, thank God I don't want to play that. Anyway, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah. So, I just, I don't know, I just came into Fit for Life one day, and I was like, I guess I'm going to do this again.
All right.
And I never stopped.
So you didn't want to, like, go towards, like, strongman or bodybuilding? So, well, I mean, you come from a family of powerlifters.
Yeah, I think it was just bound to
happen. So if you don't mind, well, like I said, for the sake of time, I want to talk about your first comp.
Okay.
What were your, like, thoughts and feelings and everything? I don't want to say like emotions, but it was your first comp, so you pretty much you popped your cherry when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what was that like, that experience?
So my first comp, the week before it, going into it when I was cutting, and I didn't have to cut a lot. Okay, so that was really good. I was at the hospital 3 times. Never told anybody. I was just like getting sick, and it came back to my sickness from like years ago. It was just some stuff playing again or coming back. So I was not very excited going into my competition day. In fact, I was terrified that I was going to like ball out or just like
Not hit the numbers.
yeah, I was
got
I was scared I wasn't gonna hit my numbers. I was scared I was gonna pass out on the platform or something, just from everything that was going on. But then, like, I got on the platform, and my dad was there.
Oh, you had to show up.
Yeah, I was
For
like,
pops,
oh
okay, yeah.
God, and like all my dad's powerlifting friends were there.
Was he just sitting there with his arms folded,
No,
like I got such high expectations for you?
No, he was just happy to see me do it. You know what I mean? And he was like, this is so cool for us to be here together, finally. One of his kiddos was there. But it was exciting. Like, once I was there, once I was in the act of doing it, I was excited.
So if you
Nervous, but excited.
So the energy you receive from the crowd and everything, like that's another thing that I like about powerlifting. And I don't know, maybe it's just in such a high regard that, well, I see all of it, bodybuilding, strongman, powerlifting. I see all of it like it's its own lane, but it's very encouraging. But what I like about powerlifting, the energy that you get from the crowd, they're all powerlifters, and you know they, especially when you get to your heavier lifts, like people are just cheering you on. So like, what did that do for you for your first comp, or just your comps in general? Like feeding off that energy, did that help? I only looked that way because I was trying to make sure I was sitting with the camera.
Ish. I mean, I don't know. I don't even remember really like the crowds when I was competing so much. Now you remember the people who know your name and are screaming, you know, like, or the people who are screaming, pick that shit up. Like,
Got you.
That's what gets me. And I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta pick it up now. Like, that gets me, like the screaming, cussing at me, saying my name, but the people like, you know, just freaking out, maybe not so much. But
I'll take whatever I can get. But yeah, anyway.
But it is a good feeling, because I think powerlifting, somebody had told me this, powerlifting is one of the only sports you're also going to cheer for the people you're competing against.
Yes, that's why I'm like.
Because people get up there, and I'll never forget this last competition I did. This girl got up there, and I was like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. Like, oh my God. Like, she was getting it.
But did she pull it? Did she, or whatever she did?
And I was sitting there screaming for her. She's like in the hole, and I'm like, you know.
So, as a female, do you think that as a female powerlifter, okay, obviously it's like a duh question, but I'm gonna ask. But aspects of being a powerlifter as a female, the expectations is different from a man. Out of curiosity, from female to male, if that makes sense.
A little, maybe, but I think it's just like a body thing that's the biggest difference. Like, there's some things, obviously, that women are going through that men are not going to be going through.
I'll take that.
Yeah, like, I mean.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, once a month, my pools are not going to be pooling and stuff.
Okay,
I mean, and that is a real thing, and I think a lot of people are like, then they think about it, I'm like, nah, like, when it's that time of the month, it's harder.
Gotcha.
It's harder to lift heavy weights. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Like.
And cranky?
Hella cranky. You know, I don't get 225, and I'm like, damn it. Like, you know, like, you're just upset for no valid reason.
So, out of your squat, your squat, your bench, and your deadlift, like, what do you enjoy the most?
Bench.
Your bench?
Yeah.
Say less.
That's not common, but bench.
Why? Out of curiosity. It's because of the numbers you're putting up.
It's because I'm good at it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So out of everything else, like, so I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't know, but it's just like it. So if you don't mind me, what's the PR on the bench for you?
215.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to get my weight up there, because what would that be equivalent to? So
But that's why I like it, because it makes me feel strong.
So what's the squat and the deadlift?
My squat, I bombed out last time at 336.
Okay.
So that was my max there, and then my deadlift was 352.
700, 800.
Close to 900. It was 891, I think.
Oh, so please, thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
So all right, bet. So do you plan on getting on the platform in the future?
Eventually.
My bad. I don't know if I know I asked off camera, but I want to just reiterate. So you've done a total of 3, right?
Mm-hmm. In the same year.
How do you have time with your schedule? Well, anyway, no, I'm sorry, sis. Do you still get the jitters every time you get on the platform?
Yeah. It's new faces, new crowd, new people you're competing against, new numbers you're trying to put up. And like I said, you know, you got these people cheering for you, but you're your own competition. Like, you are the only person responsible for being better than you were last time.
That's a good way to look at it, because
Yeah.
I'm chasing somebody. Like,
Right.
I got to do better than that
And
guy.
you know, I thought that would be something that I felt like
Mm-hmm.
when I competed, like, I have to do better than them. And then I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Like,
Okay.
I just want to be as good as I can be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if I can't do it, then that's my fault. I'll just have to go train harder.
Oh, see, we hitting good time. They always go off. My audience is used to this. I got to do the whole wave motion.
It's
to probably
an
hit
after
the. Yeah,
party?
there we go. Let me see.
You didn't
Hold
tell
on.
me we were having an after party.
Let me go. All right, good. We at 10 minutes, sis.
Oh, you're good.
Bear with me. Bear with me.
You're good.
So what was your best comp at it? Was it the first one, the second one, or the third? Or
My first one
your first one was your
was my
best
very
comp?
first. Mm,
All right, so I can kind of understand, because all those raw emotions you probably felt
Mm-hmm.
at the time. For other, I'm really gonna have to cut this one short. It's gonna be within 15, I promise you. So
you don't have to cut it short. It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't want. Hey man, I
No,
don't want to
you're
get. I do not
You're
want to
good.
get in the way of
You're
anybody's
good.
gains.
You're good.
So you said how long you been doing powerlifting again, sis?
3.5 years now.
So if you not, why wait so long? But why wait 3 years to get on the platform? Like, so if you were training as a powerlifter or whatever, like why what made year 3 so special?
The first year I was just getting into it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a perfectionist.
That sounds about right.
So I was like, if I'm going to compete,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just go out there and pull something. I want to go out there and pull the numbers I want to see.
Okay.
Like, I wanted perfection, like, across the board. Like, 3 lifts I knew I would hit, no problem. But then also, like, I'm busy. You know, my schedule is really hectic and stuff. So that was really the biggest thing, and, like, making sure I had somebody to babysit, because, I mean, being realistic, days you come in an SBD, you can be in the gym for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to be realistic about when I could and stuff like that. Luckily, I've got really good friends and family who were supporters through all 3 of those. So
I got you.
it took 3 years, but it was worth it. And
then you were able to continue doing powerlifting and comps for those 3 years. Well,
yeah.
that year. Attention span of a squirrel. Bear
No,
with
you're
me.
good.
If I may, to your son, is he like one of your motivating factors?
Yeah, so I would say he's my biggest reason to even be at the gym anymore. Like, obviously it helps release stress and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, like, I could compete a million times, but there's nothing more rewarding than being healthy, living long, and living for my son.
I got you.
I can play with him on the floor. I can go run and kick
My
a
boy
ball.
Mitch said that about himself and his daughter, so it's relatable.
And you know, some people won't understand it because they don't have kids, and that's fine. Everybody's got their reason.
I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway.
My reason before him was me, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
just selfishness. Like, I want to do this, and looking good, that's great. Feeling good's great. Playing with your kids is priceless.
What advice would you give like female powerlifters who's like starting their powerlifting journey and want to aspire to like get on the platform? I don't consider people. I'm sorry, sis.
No,
I don't consider male or female. I don't consider you a powerlifter unless you've been on the platform. So I can't say that I am one until I get on the platform. But anyway, with all that happening, like what would you tell other female powerlifters?
Take your time. There's absolutely no rush. Obviously, it took me 3 years to get on a platform. Have fun. Sometimes some days are just not going to be so fun, but make it fun. I think I've met some really great people through it. You know, meet the right people, find people who support you. But most of all, just take your time. Don't hurt yourself. Don't overdo it. Just learn yourself, learn your body, learn what it can take, and then go from there.
Have you ever, so I know you say you came from a powerlifting background, but did you ever have to hire a coach?
I've had multiple coaches.
What's your take on that? Like, any advice? Because I have one too, and I love what he's doing for me and the stuff that he's, motherfucker sometime when he'd be like, all right, I want you to hit like 420. Like,
Right.
I ain't even, like,
Right.
God damn. But anyway,
Right.
but like, what's your take on coaching in the powerlifting community?
It's great. It is. I've had women coach. I've a woman coach. I've had men coach me. Neither were better than or, I don't think. For me, it's more of an accountability thing because sometimes the days get the best of me.
Yeah, they get like a real motherfucker.
Yeah,
don't they?
I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to go. And I'm like, oh, but I've got to do this. I actually have 2 separate coaches usually when I'm in comp time.
Okay.
I have my powerlifting coach, and then I have my nutrition coach. Shout out to Austin Smith Sonic.
Hey.
He is literally I could never ask for a better, like, health coach. Like, when it comes to my meal plan, cardio, stuff like that. And I've actually recently started doing my workouts with him.
She could have came in and make it like a special guest
Right.
thing.
She
You know,
said no.
she gonna see this and be like you sis, she could have came in. Now let me
She's gonna
stop.
be too famous for us one day.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
But yeah, Austin, I got up with him a few years ago. Yes, years. It's been that long. That's how long I've had him. So when you find a good coach, keep
This is
the coach.
this is your nutrition coach, right?
Yeah, this is just
and
nutrition.
And you haven't had to switch once.
No.
Say less.
And I would not switch once or ever on him.
You heard it here, coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, I heard that, and I'm gonna keep you to that.
Yeah.
I have took breaks, and stuff.
Keep on, just keep on, just keep on.
I took breaks, but it's never been an issue.
I restarted it.
Austin is somebody who does hold me accountable, but he's also somebody who realizes that life happens for me as a mother, first and foremost. And he's always super encouraging. You want a coach that holds you accountable. He does that. You want a coach that's willing to help you make the right adjustments. And Austin is so smart. I'm like, dude, I don't even know how you just calculated all that. But okay, cool, got it. And he, has took me through 3 preps now. And this last prep we did together, I dropped nearly 20 pounds.
Oh, you want it? I fucks with. I'm gonna do 2 questions. I know you say it's fine, but I got you. I'm gonna do 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna hit you with a rapid fire. Then I'll wrap it up. I did it. I've gotten better at them. But anyway, so when is your next comp? I'm actually kind of curious. I try to support, but I do like to come out to people's
It's a great
comps.
question. It's been a question.
Never mind it. All right.
Since I competed in October. October was my last one. It's been a minute, obviously. But I did retire there for a minute just because I needed time. My body hurt after 3 competitions in a year.
Oh, yeah,
And then I just wanted to spend time with my son. Like, a lot of my time was taken away from doing stuff like that. And then my son's father, he's left, and, we're just trying
It's
to...
going to be a minute. Okay.
Yeah, so, it's just, there's a lot that goes into being able to compete. Money, time, mental health, all that good stuff.
That's the second question I wanted to ask. And the reason being, so with that one, with the first one, I was going to say, hey, if you are, definitely bring in donuts. I always do that. But from the mental health aspect, and I know for some people this subject is, and I understand why, but do you feel like this has helped your mental, behavioral, or spiritual health since you started this journey?
Yeah, definitely hits on all of them. Mental health is huge, especially since I became a mother. I'm like, damn, I don't have time for myself. I didn't feel like myself for a while after I had him, and the world was shut down when I was pregnant. Like, I just felt when it was time to come back. But it helped me a lot. It helped me get back to who I felt like I was before. Like, oh, I'm not just a mom. I'm also a power lifter. I felt so much better once I got back into it, and it still helps mentally. Like, if I've had a bad day, I can come in and throw 300 pounds around. Like, who else can say that?
What did the weight ever do?
Well, a lot
to
of
you?
other people can say that,
yeah.
but you know what I mean? It's nice to be able to come take out those emotions on the weights and not hurt nobody.
So I'll say this, and like humbly as respectfully, this is why I kind of wanted to have this sit down with you, regardless of how scared because I definitely was. I said, she has leave me the fuck alone energy, so I'm just gonna go based off that. But no, on some
I was
real
about to
shit.
say, was it my shirts?
No, it wasn't the shirt. It was just, I don't know if you watch anime or not, but you had like this black aura, and it was just like it said warning over it. But not, let me stop. But no, on some real shit. And that's why I like doing this. I got comfortable and confident enough to say, hey, sis, and obviously not on no weird shit.
Right.
But to have this sit down, and again, as humbly as I can, just thank you. Let me hit you with this rapid fire, and we'll wrap it up, I promise you.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let me see. All right, so I'm going to set the timer for 60 seconds.
Okay.
And there are 10 questions.
Okay.
The last one going to be a motherfucker, I promise you, but now let me stop. If I can find the clock on this one. There we go, clock. All right, and timer starts now. All right, rest day or cheat meal?
Cheat.
Got you. Conventional deadlift or sumo?
Conventional.
Yeah, of course, the man's and woman's pool. Now let me stop. Energy drink or coffee?
Coffee.
Cardio or sauna?
Sauna.
Bulgarian split squats or hip thrusts?
Me either.
All right, you got to pick one, sis.
Hip
They
thrust,
both
hip thrust,
suck.
hip
Yeah, you're
thrust.
right. All right. So since you're a powerlifter, bodybuilding or strongman?
I'm gonna go with bodybuilder.
I fucks with it. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Rock and roll or hip hop?
Rock and roll.
There we go. 1 rep max or repetition?
1 rep max.
Skinny dudes or big boys? I fucks with it. All right. I know on some real shit, sis. I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you so much for allowing me to sit down with you. When it's more convenient, I do want to bring you back on here. It'll probably be like in the summertime with everybody that I've already interviewed. Let me go ahead and stop the clock. Everybody that I've already interviewed or had to sit down with, I do want to. God damn. Let me stop. They probably gonna have a field day with this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, everybody. I do plan on bringing you guys back. There's other people that I plan on having a sit down with, but all in all, thank you so much.
Of course.
Can we end it off with a hug?
Fun,
All right,
yes.
thank you so much. All right, and we are out.
Fun.